Hey guys, Scott Gordon for Open Mortgage. Today I want to talk about how you can get mortgage leads from free publicity. You know, last week I was in Manhattan at the National Publicity Summit. Great experience, I have a lot of stuff to share. The first one is the idea of national. You know, I went to the National Publicity Summit, but do I want to be on Good Morning America? No, not yet. But I don't want to be on there now. But I still went and I still learned a lot. Here's the idea. Do I want to be a little fish in the big pond of national publicity and national stories? No, not anywhere near ready for that, and I probably never will be. But I'd like to be a bigger fish in the smaller pond of the mortgage profession, publications and stories in the mortgage space. That fits me. So here's the question for you. What fits you? If you're an originator in Fresno or Indianapolis or Dallas or Austin, couldn't you be an expert in that space? Isn't that the right size pond for you? Maybe it's your whole state. Maybe it's your community. Maybe it's a suburb. You know, if you're in LA, you're not going to do all of LA. So think about that first. What is the size of pond or community that's appropriate to you? And I bet you could get publicity in that space. Think for a minute about how big your pond should be, what community you could go after, and then what media is there that you could be on. You know, as an expert, they'd probably have you on the evening, the local news, maybe for a special interest story, maybe tied in to events. When there's a big mortgage thing in the news, they can have you comment on it. There's a lot of things you could do. There's TV, there's radio, and certainly magazines and publications. Local rags, the weekly rags, the daily paper. There are a lot of sources. And you know a neat trick or a neat fact? They have to fill the news hole. I used to have a girlfriend who was a reporter, and that's what they call it, the news hole. Their business in the newspaper is selling ads. And that space left they didn't fill with ads, that's the news hole. Well, it's a requirement. Every day they have to fill that frickin' hole up. So they need news. They need your help. Same thing with TV, same thing with radio. They need people to interview. Hey, go think about how big of a pond you want to get known in. Think about what that community is. Think for a minute about publications, newspapers, magazines that are focused in your area. Think about radio, TV. There are a lot of places where you could show up. And I'll tell you, when you get publicity, it's going to lead to mortgage leads. In fact, in some ways, it's better than going out asking for business. I get mortgage leads, and I don't focus on doing loans, but people say, oh, CEO of a mortgage company, he knows about mortgage. And I think they like the fact that I'm not pushing them. I'm not trying to sell them on mortgages. So they start asking questions. And when I answer their questions, they say, oh, well, he can get our loan done. I don't do the loans, I hand them off. But you see what I mean? When you become an expert, people feel like they have connection to you. They want to get information. You can serve them. You can help them. And then that turns into business. Next couple videos are going to be on the same topic. Speak to you soon.